All right. It's December 28th, 2025 at 3:20 a.m. And today I kind of wanted to touch on like growth and like being motivated and, basically having discipline. So, the first point that I wanted to touch on is everything meaningful in life came from moments where you didn't feel ready. And if you feel uncomfortable, that's not a sign that you need to stop. That's a sign that you're essentially becoming more. And what that basically means to me is, personally, I'm kind of going through a phase where I, I, I feel the need to do so many things, but I'm kind of lacking in the action department because I feel as if I can accomplish it at any time, and since I can accomplish it at any time, I can procrastinate on it. I can just kind of put it off, and that's a really degenerative mindset that you should have. But also that kind of segues into my next point. Discipline is greater than motivation. A lot of people, they want to have motivation. This is something that I've actually just now learned. Motivation can fade, but to have true discipline is a skill that will carry on with you for the rest of your life. So discipline basically doesn't ask how you feel. Discipline doesn't ask if you're okay. Discipline doesn't wonder if you're comfortable or if you're happy. You do it whether you want to or not. And I mean, like, right now it's 3:22 a.m. All right, I have work at 5 a.m. at my job. I don't want to be recording this video. I don't want to put in work. I honestly just want to go to sleep. But motivation would tell me, all right, you can do it after you get some rest, after you go to sleep, after you do all these things. You can do it after that, and then cool, whatever. But discipline, though, discipline. That's what separates the water from the oil, the successors from the followers, the leaders from the average Joes, if that's what you want to call it. I don't know, but hopefully I understand what point I'm trying to make. Next point: most people quit way too early, and like they think I think the balance between failure and being early are separated by a silver lining, if that makes sense. And consistency is what separates the people who talk from the people who become. What does that mean? That means a lot of people get into the idea of thinking that, oh, if things aren't going my way, despite the fact that you just started, that it wasn't meant for you. Now, if you've been doing something for like over 10 years, okay, and it's been a straight plateau, all right, then all right, maybe fuck it, you can give up. But even still, even in that case, if you truly want something, you're going to find a way to make it happen. But you also need to continue to grow. Don't have don't have an insanity mindset of doing the same thing over and over again expecting a different result. All right, that is, I'm pretty sure that's literally the definition of insanity. I'm not sure, but um, next point. All right, we're actually gonna skip that one because I don't know what I was talking about right there. Pressure creates leaders. All right. Comfort creates followers. Pressure reveals leaders. And if you feel as if you're under pressure, that means it's a good sign that you're making progress. If someone were to go to the gym and they're lifting weights easily with no resistance, their muscles don't hurt. It's just smooth sailing. What are you doing? That's not progress being made. That's comfortability. You're not gonna grow any muscle if you know you don't feel any resistance, if there's no pressure being put on you. So uh if you are in a point in your life where you're not struggling and you're not feeling any pain, like they say, no pain, no gain, then unfortunately you're doing something wrong. And also, if you don't have haters, if people aren't seeing what you're doing and having a negative opinion or a positive opinion, but mostly if people aren't hating on you, then again, you're doing something wrong. Despite what other people will probably tell you. But then again, if everyone loves what you're doing, you're not gonna be great. All right, you're not that, and that's just logically sound. You're not going to be great if everyone loves what you're doing. And there's actually a quote by Machiavelli. It says, "It must be considered that there is nothing more difficult to carry out, nor more doubtful of success, than to initiate a new order of things." But the thing about creating a new order is that people are not going to go along with it in the beginning. Everything that is great was at first unorthodox. The same thing with the internet. When the internet was first created, people thought it was a fluke. They thought it was a fad. They thought it was, oh, the internet, that's gonna die out in a few years. It was like cryptocurrency. Well, I'm not gonna get into that conversation, but basically, what I'm trying to say is greatness looks odd at first. All right, greatness um looks unorthodox. It looks bewildering. It looks foreign to most likely everybody at first. But that's the beauty of, greatness. It never is the same at the beginning as it is at the end. And speaking of the end, this video has already gone on for I'm not sure how long, but I really want to keep it under 10 minutes because who wants to hear me talk for that long? I don't know. But yeah, 3:27 a.m. We're actually doing pretty good on time. But yeah, so hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. I want to start posting a video a day, but it's kind of a stretch. I don't know. But that's really all I wanted to talk about. It's not really much more. I do have to start getting in the groove of making more content. Uh that's what I really want to start doing. I got to get more comfortable with being uncomfortable when I'm making content. Cause I also want to do like a gaming channel. I want to do like a philosophy channel. I want to do like a yapping channel. I want to also just want to do just not cringe content, but just like brain rot. I don't know, bro. There's a lot of ideas flowing, and I'm trying to decide if I should just consolidate it just to one or two, and excuse me, capitalize on those, or if I should just start throwing spaghetti at the wall. I'm not totally sure, but I guess that's something that we can figure out together. But uh, yeah, um, spread peace, spread love, spread positivity. Um, hopefully I can make these videos more often. I'm not no promises, but I will definitely try. I just gotta come up with some type of flow, inner flow, inner a flow state. Anyways, bro, whatever. Uh, stay motivated, keep being who you are, and Yeah. Uh, see y'all later. Bye.